Just a moment. Okay, we can go, sir. Good morning, everyone. This is the Benin Empire Advancement League. Today we are live, and with me is our Honorable Vice President, Mr. Joe Osamodiame Maui Orokbe. You are welcome, sir, to the Benin Empire Advancement League show. And can you hear me, sir? Hello? Can you hear me? Okay. It's like the connection is a little bit bad. Just like yesterday. We were also trying to be live, and something happened. It's like the same thing is happening today. But notwithstanding, we are going to continue. Just a minute. Okay, you are welcome back, sir. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yes. As we go on, we are going to be solving the technical issue. Let me continue where I stopped yesterday. Uh, because yesterday I was talking about the state of Nigeria, but not just Nigeria alone, the state of the Benin Empire. As we all know, the Benin Empire was already existing before Nigeria was created. And today, we are so marginalized that people doesn't even know that there's something called the Benin Empire. People doesn't even know that Nigeria was built upon the Benin Empire, and those people that are now claiming a Nigeria uh, were not in existence during that period. The people I'm talking about, let me just put their name forward. People like Igbo, the Yoruba, the Fulanis, they were not there. The British who put Nigeria together did a very, very bad job. And today we are going to be talking about all these things, the implications that is really having on our people today, why things are happening the way it is happening today. Because if you look at what is going on in Nigeria now, right from the creation, there has been no peace in Nigeria, neither under military rule nor civilian rule. But under military rule, we have a little bit of, uh, let me put it that way, a little bit of uh, less violence in our society. But what we are experiencing today under the democratic rule is something that is alarming. But today we are going to be concentrating on our people from the Benin Empire, because what I heard today and yesterday, that in part of Asaba, the IPOB was enforcing a sit-at-home uh, order. I want to send a message to the IPOB. Asaba, belongs to the Benin Empire. Asaba has nothing to do with Igbo or Biafra or IPOB or whatsoever miscreant you call yourself. I have to say it this way because I want the Igbos who are responsible, or the Biafras or the IPOB, to hear this message. Because you cannot walk into another person's house and start enforcing your own law, imposing your own law on other people. Asaba, called Aesaba in Benin, has nothing to whatsoever to do with Igbo or whatever it is. Because some Igbo migrated from Igbo land to Asaba, doesn't mean that Asaba belongs to you people, or Delta, some part of Delta belongs to you people. If the Benin Empire want to claim land, the land like Onitsha, let me just put it that way, the Anambra State, this is the territory of the Benin Empire. But we are not claiming them. We are waiting for them to join the race. Because Igbo, they are saying Igbo has 5 states. Igbo doesn't have 5 states. If we want to really analyze the whole issue, how Nigeria was founded, who brought land to Nigeria, Igbo brought nothing to Nigeria. Likewise, the Yorubas. Because we have to start educating our people about our empire, because our empire was already existing before the British came to Nigeria. Before the amalgamation, there was nothing called Igbo land. There was nothing called Yoruba land. And there was nothing called Fulani land. I can not imagine that today people are calling Ododuwa or Yoruba nation, this and that, building it in the Benin territory. I think with the Benin, we have to start standing up. We have to start showing our map. We have to stand for our nation. I am not calling for independence or whatsoever. I am not a freedom fighter. But when it comes to that, let me put it that way. When it comes to that stage, then I will become a freedom fighter. Because we cannot allow Nigerians to be fooling us. They have been fooling us for a very long time. And we have to restore back the dignities of the Benin Empire. So I will also like to give the vice president of this organization, Mr. Joe Osamudiame Mawi Orukbe, also to express himself, because yesterday we didn't have the opportunity to come out live together, and today we are also experiencing a little bit of technical problem. So you are welcome to the show again, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm all right. I'm fine. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine too. So thank
All
you
right.
for coming, for joining me.
Thank you for having me, sir. Good morning, brothers and sisters, descendants of the great Benin Empire. Anywhere you are all around the world, my name is Joe Osemudiame Mawoli Orukwe, and I am joining this conversation from Accra, Ghana this morning. Well, Mr. President, it's heartbreaking what we are hearing, and it's quite annoying to first hear that um, the indigenous people of Biafra um, choose to overstep their bounds by trying to enforce the sit-at-home order around Asaba. Uh, um, Yesterday, I, I I was following a report where some certain schools asked children, parents to take their words back home. I also heard that some small businesses also had to close up because of the sit-at-home order. And for me, it becomes problematic. One problematic because I remember when this issue was going on, and I had a conversation with some of my Asian brothers who were buying into the Biafra narrative, and I told them that it's not
Okay, so
cutting
we are
problem
really experiencing
for their people.
technical problem
They,
because
they are cutting them for the Asian people. You know, when you listen to history, distorted history, and you choose to hate your own brothers, the Benin, because you have listened to a distorted history, then align yourself with intruders, marauders. You're cutting your nose just to spite your face. And so far, so good. We've seen what the IPOPs.
okay, yeah, the technical problem is still there, but I will
Now, this
continue. Okay, I will continue where
those,
he stopped.
whether Benin. Can you hear me?
Not clearly, sir.
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, now we can hear you again. It's like we are having there's always a
Hello,
breakdown.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, but not again. It's like I think you have to reposition your microphone. Okay. No, sir.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now again. Oh, again. No. Anyway, we can hear you. Okay. Let me just tip something in. In our former organization, where I was with the vice president, uh, we were talking about this issue almost daily on daily basis. Uh, the issue. with some of our brothers from Asa, some Robo brothers, some I don't know what to call them, some miscreant among us who join hand or who has been joining hand with the IPOB to be distorting our history are more responsible for all these useless activities that is going on in our street today. Asaba has nothing to do with IPOB, nor Biafra, nor Igbo land. People are saying we should draw the boundary line by the River Niger. I am absolutely against that because Onitsha is in Benin territory. The king of Onitsha is a Benin son. Likewise, those people who also settled in Onitsha, the Igbos in Onitsha, they are migrants. They came to do business in Onitsha and settled down there. Before they came, Onitsha was already existing. I think the Benin people, the Edos, the Urobos, the Isan, the Ora, and others have to come together. It's hard time. When IPUB was spitting fire, we go out there to tell them to stop the nonsense. But today it's like there's nobody there. When the Nigerian army come in, went to Olu, went to so many places in the south, in the east. We thought the whole issue is over, but that was just the beginning. Why are the Nigerian army not succeeding in dismantling IPOB? I can tell you that. Although some of the Igbo leaders are coming out to say they are not supporting the IPOB, this is a lie. They are just lying. They are lying to us. We should know this, that all the leaders, all the Indigo leaders are sympathizers of the IPOBs. And we then also responsible for the ESN. Because you cannot tell me you are a leader of land, you doesn't know what is happening in your state, you doesn't know what is happening in what you call your Igbo land. That is a fake line. The Beninese have failed till this moment to recognize the danger the IPOB posed to us, the Fulanis posed to us, the Yoruba posed to us. We are just shouting, going to church every day, shouting, oh, Jesus, oh, that's, oh, this. Jesus will never come to help you. Help yourself, stand up for yourself. If you think I'm lying, go to any of Igbo land today and say any shit against IPOB. Then let's see if you will come back home alive. Some of our Asian brothers who has been supporting them, they will soon start spitting fire again because they have been quiet for a long time, but they are coming back. And we should be prepared. The Benin territory, ready to be rewritten, ready to be redesigned, what the Benin people brought to Nigeria. What the Benin people brought to Nigeria. Because Nigeria was unable to be feeding itself before the amalgamation of Nigeria. Every resources was coming out from the Benin Empire. The British themselves, they were doing the same thing. The Germans, the Portuguese, France, all of them were doing the same, feeding on the Benin Empire. And they are still doing it from artifacts today. in collaboration with some Nigerians, these miscreant some Nigerian politicians. We have to be talking fact. The British make billions out of Nigerians, out of Benin's artifacts every year. Billions. Likewise, France, Germany, Canada, America, and others. Benin Empire can survive alone without any help of international community. I have been saying this and I will continue to say this, but many people have been criticizing me for saying that we cannot stand alone, we need somebody. Why we do need somebody that has been destroying you? We know they are our neighbors. That is okay, they are our neighbors. But why do we need them? I think they need us more than as we needed them, because all the resources of Nigeria, we can put it down, write it down, is from the Benin Empire. If you talk of petroleum, any mineral resources you are talking of is from the Benin Empire. Upon all this, they have been able to contain us, to be oppressing us. When the Omonoba visited Abuja, when Prince Charles came, we saw where our Omonoba was sitting, very far at the back. People were trying to defend this, to say, yeah, this is the number, this is normal, this was just a picture. It was not just a picture. That is the reality. We have to see everything as it is. We run to church every day, pray, blah, 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 come back home. We think everything is over. Why the Yoruba, they are planning their nation. The Igbo, they are planning their nation. The Hausas and the Fulanis, they are planning their nation. The Middle Belt are planning their nation. What are we doing? The Fulanis, they are already in our forest, killing our people day in and day out. We have not been able to enroot them from our own territory. The IPOB is not there. Then the Ododuwa people are coming. And we are still shouting hallelujah. And we are doing all sorts of nonsense in the social media. It's time you people wake up. It's not only by distorting histories or restoring histories in social media that we help the Benin Empire. We need people who will come out here, draw a red line, allow these people to know that this is a red line that cannot be crossed. But we all are sleeping, fighting for 100 by 100 plot of land, killing our brothers because of 100 by 100, knowing fully tomorrow we all will die and leave this land. So let me give it back to our vice president again, and he has a lot to say, and I think he should have the opportunity. You are welcome back, sir. But we are not still hearing you, sir. We are not hearing you at all. Just a moment. Okay. Try it again. Okay. What will happen? Let me send you another link. Maybe from this other link, maybe you can be able to join fully again. Okay, sir. Okay. 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 I already sent you another link, sir. You can join with the link. Maybe it will be better. Okay, we are very, very sorry uh, for the inconvenience, because normally it's not supposed to be in this form, this podcast. We uh, it's like our vice president is having an issue with his phone. So I hope you can be able to clear that soon. So can you hear me? So you have to reconnect, sir. Okay, let me send him a message. Okay, I hope the vice president can be able to rejoin us again. But before then, let me continue. We have seen so many divisions among the Beninese of recent. This is what the enemies, what they want, because I have to start calling them enemies because they are not our friends. Because your friend will not do something that will harm you, or will not come to your house and start enforcing law that doesn't belong to him. So say something, sir. Say something. So while I continue, what I said before, a friend of you cannot come to your house and start imposing his own law in your house. The IPOB miscreant, I will start saying this, they are miscreants because I know them before, I dealt with them before, and I will continue to deal with them the way they will understand and speak the language they will understand. If you have a question in this show, the number is pasted there. You can call us and we will answer your question. But before our vice president reconnect again, uh, before he reconnect again, I will continue. The IPOB has a map, not just the IPOB, the Ododuwa or Odua or whatever they call it, the Areve, then the Mindopet. We have to start asking our Benin people a question. What do we have? We are always saying our ancestors will not allow this, ancestors will not allow that. Those people, they also have ancestors. Who is behind them? They never leave everything for their ancestors. They are fighting for themselves. Although these are the people who destroy Nigeria, right from day zero to day one to this present day, the Benin Empire have contributed immense. We have contributed 90% of what Nigeria is today with our resources, with our sweat. Ask the Hausa, ask the Yorubas, ask the Igbos what they contributed to Nigeria apart from destruction. Before, when people ask me, where will we be if Nigeria is divided? And I used to say it, and I will continue to say it. The Benin Empire was a nation before the British came, before the amalgamation of Nigeria. And we will remain that nation. And we will not let any of our territory go. And we are going to defend it, like it or not. Our brothers and sisters need to start waking up. Know yourself, know thyself, know whom you are. Know that you are a king and that you are a queen. that you are a prince and a princess. You have never been a slave to anybody. This is what Oba Ovurame fought for before he died. And this is what our forefathers have been fighting for. Let us join them. Let us join them to pick up the fight again, because we can see what is coming to Nigeria. Nothing good is coming to Nigeria, because we can see the division among those who said they are the ethnic group of Nigeria, called the Hausa, Fulani, Igbo, and Yoruba. Before even the creation of Nigeria, these people were not in existence. The creation of Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba was the work of the British. They were created to marginalize the Beninese. They were created to marginalize the Beninese. And we continue to allow this to be happening. In the first case, we were put under the Western region. Then after that, our forefathers fought for Midwest. So marginalized that the Yorubas were blocking, doing everything to make sure we didn't get the Midwestern state. Our people who were working in Lagos, in Yoruba area and others, were sent home without salary, without nothing. They were expelled from their land. After that, gaining that Midwestern state, they came again, because they knew the Midwestern state was now getting powerful and more powerful again. They came and started dividing everything. Dividing the Midwestern state into many, many states. When people are talking today, it's a state like Ondo State. Ondo State is a territory of the Benin. We have the Oyo, which was our partner, the Oyo Kingdom. And it wasn't an empire, it was a kingdom. There was nothing like Ife. Ife was just a small local government, while the Oni of Ife is parading up and down today and calling himself king. Who made you a king? And some of the Yoruba people are coming out to say, this is superior, these are not superior. Who are you to tell us who is superior, who is not superior? We gave you civilization. We saw how you were shitting on the street. We can still show you all the videos. When the Portuguese came from Portugal to the Benin Empire, they saw a nation economically buoyant, security, number one, cleanness of the street, number one, street light, drainage system, everything that is needed for civilization was already existing in the Benin Empire. It wasn't the British who brought it to us. The British, they brought damage, sickness, killing, bloodshed, day in and day out to us. They never meant anything good to us. And in this stage, we cannot depend on the British, nor the United Nations. We have to first of all fight for ourselves before those people will fight for us. This is the mistake we have been making. And we continue to make it today. People will say, we go to the United Nations. Who will open the door for you in the United Nations? Who will listen to you? Those people that are already influenced. What people know about Nigeria is just Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo, and Fulanis. Nothing else. This is where we have to start coming out to tell the people we are here. We are not lost. We are not dead. We are in existence. We are existing. When the Igbos, some miscreant Biafra, have started doing what they were doing, calling Ikotomikodo their nation, I just laugh. I was expecting that our Benin brothers they will come up with more live broadcast talking about the issue and to send a message to the IPOB and their supporters that we will not tolerate that. But nothing happened. Nothing happened. And that is a disgrace to all of us. How will you want to be a slave to other people? How will you want to remain a second-class citizen without? How will you want to be a first-class citizen without changing the political landscape of Nigeria? When we cannot be able to present only one candidate, when all the candidates we are having now are being influenced by Yorubas and Igbos and the Fulanis and the Hausas. We have politicians in the so-called marginalized South today who are so selfish, so selfish that we are in this mess where we are today. We know what happened when Oba Akenzua was fighting for Midwest. People like Enahoro, who we are praising today, they didn't support that motion. It was later that they supported it. Our sons and our daughters, they are the real problem for us. We prefer to start accepting other people than our people. We should also understand. We should also understand that nobody is coming to fight for us. We have to fight for ourselves. If we cannot fight for ourselves, then we are lost. And we are already lost. Going on social media to go and say we are Benin, we have to break the cola, we have to do this. It doesn't have anything value again. If you cannot do that, if you cannot respect your brother, respect your Islam brother, your Islam brother respecting you, your older brother respecting you, your Ika brother, we have to start respecting each other. We doesn't have to be imposing ourselves on anybody with any supremacy system. It doesn't function that way. Even our forefathers, they didn't practice that law or that something. It was only in a special occasion that something like that was put into place. Because according to the Benin custom, every man in his whole house is the king of that house. Whether you are Esan, you are Robo, you are Shekiri, or whatever you are the king of your house. That is why Omonuba sent their children to be king in each of these areas. And they were respected for that. They respect each other. That is why we have been able to be coexisting, saying we are brothers and sisters. But when we start imposing ourselves on other people to say, I'm seeing you on that, I think that is, we should don't forget about all this. To achieve what we want to achieve, we have to come together. We have to put our differences aside because this year alone, the Fulani herdsmen has been able to kill enough people. Last year, the same. It has been going on for years. We have not been able to solve all this problem. We are putting blame on the government and others. What are we doing ourselves? So I would like to give back a little bit to our vice president. He's back. So let's see if we can. Okay. It's like the problem is still existing. I don't really know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. Something is wrong. But I believe. Okay, say something, sir. Let me hear. No, no, no way. Anyway, we have to reconsider everything we are doing in life has consequence. Has consequence. If you are doing bad, has consequence. Because I don't believe any Benin household will allow a foreign power to start imposing anything on its house. And we have been enduring this. The time has come for us to stand up and say, no, we don't want this in our territory. How can IPOB be so bold to come into our territory to start doing nonsense? And we kept quiet. Where was the governor of Delta State? Where were the security apparatus of Delta State? This question needs to be answered. Why are they so afraid to undertake any measure? We have in the north the force that is enforcing the Sharia law in the north. Why can't we have something like that in our state? Are we not living in the same Nigeria where the Yoruba people have a motokun? Why can't we also have our own, also armed? And let's see the balance. Because as things is today, everything is imbalance. We have the North armed with their bandits, with their Sharia enforcement agency. We have the ESM in Igbo land. Amotokun is there. In the middle belt, they don't have. You can see what is happening there today. And now we, the Benin Empire, we doesn't have anything. And we can see what chaos that is coming to us. I think it's time we react. Let us forget about the law of that country, Nigeria, because the leaders don't even care about the law. Why should we care about the law? The Nigerian army have been fighting Boko Haram for more than 15 years. Or 10 years. Let me say, put it that way, 10 years. They have not been able to uproot them out of the forest, Zambizan forest. And each time anything happens, they will just say, oh, they came in from Chad, they came from Mali, they came from that, Niger. These are nonsense. How do you know they came from Niger? How do you know they came from Chad? Give us the answer. And those that were captured, these are murderers, were set free without any resistance. And our people, okay, let's look for the IPOB that have been captured today. What is happening to them? or all these bandits that are being captured today, what is happening to them? We will see them again 6 months. They will start holding gun again and start oppressing us again, kidnapping us and telling us to pay money. Where are these people getting all these arms? We have to ask all these questions. Who is giving these people arms? So it's a pity that we don't ask questions. We just accept everything that we are being told and we believe everything is true. No. The restoration of the Benin Empire before Nigeria is divided is very, very important. We came in with territories, and this territory have to be returned back. After doing that, then people can start talking about dividing that nation, if it is possible for them. I believe the British still have the map, and in Nigeria they still have the map, how Nigeria was amalgamated. We will come to that very, very soon to show you the map of the Benin Empire. Because many people, because yesterday we were having a little discussion in the house, we also know that some of our members, they don't even know anything about the history of their forefather, where their forefathers came from. We have to start teaching our children our history. Forget the sanction of the Nigerian government forbidding us not to teach the Benin history in school. We have to start doing that. The Benin history, the Benin languages, and so on. Because that is our root. Can you imagine today that our young ones cannot speak Benin, cannot speak anything Edo, Ika, Kwale, or whatsoever? But they can speak English perfectly. This is the first degree of colonization. What we have today is just, I can't understand. I don't know what to say about it. The killing of Deborah in the north should open our people eyes that, are we living in the same country? Are we operating the same laws in the country? Do we have the same constitution for everybody in that country? We have to look at everything critically. And I said it before, we have to start looking at things critically. What the Nigerian government are doing to us. Let us talk about the wealth of the Benin Empire. Why the Benin Empire is the backbone of Nigeria. If we withdraw all the resources that is coming out of the Benin Empire, I can tell you, Nigeria will turn to a desert. But we allow these people to be taking our resources without giving back or giving us back anything for it. Our oil, our gas, other mineral resources that has been taken away from our land. Building Islamic schools in the north, training IPOBs in the east, training fundamentalist Ododuwa in the west, and we are just sitting down and watch. We have nothing to present. We are talking of vigilantes that are not armed, that are not well trained. I don't think changing the leader or the commander of the vigilante alone will build the vigilante or the security apparatus the Edo State need. Because we have to look beyond that. Let's just look beyond that stage, because we need a structure, how they operate, what they can do, what they cannot do. All these things the public has to know, so that the public also know how to support the vigilantes. Because policing is not just only a police job, it's also a job for the citizen, because they help the police to police the country. They help the police to maintain the laws. But we don't have that police. And the military in Edo State has decided to be killing our innocent people rather than protecting them. The question is, why did they go against or go after the IPOBs in Asaba 2 days ago or yesterday? They did nothing. They were hiding. But when one civilian or armed civilian, we will see how the military will be maltreating these people, beating them up, doing all sorts of crime against these people. We, the Benin, we should start asking our question. We know what happened in Obage, gunning down these people. And we ourselves, we have to start doing our homework. Just saying our forefathers, they are with us, they are with us. These are past glory. Benin was, Benin was, Benin was, Benin was. We doesn't want to hear that again. We want to hear Benin is a great nation. If it comes to that stance. Because I still believe in one Nigeria, but we have to think further. Let us think further. Let us think for our next generation. Let us give them a good fundament where they will build their system on. Many of our people doesn't even know today the meaning of to be a Benin. But go to Igbo land, they know the meaning to be IPOB. They know the meaning to be a Biafra. They know the meaning to be an Igbo. Likewise in the Yoruba land. And in the north also. Before you hear an Hausa man speaking English, you hear him speak Hausa. You hear him speak the Fulani language. People need to wake up, start waking up, wake up and wake up, rise up and stand and take your stand. People will not do it for you. United Nations will not do it for you. The British will not do it for you. The Germans will not do it for you. Portugal will not open embassy again. These are not coming back. France is not coming back to help us. None of them will coming back to help us. We have to start helping ourselves. Because we have seen the way they have helped other African countries to solve their problem. We can see Libya. We can see how many people was lost in Rwanda within 1 year. We can see what is going on in Cameroon today. We can see what is going on in Somalia. So we shouldn't expect that to happen to our children. That's why it's very, very important now that we start. We start to lay a foundation for our children, start teaching our children to let them know whom they are, that they are kings, they are queens, they are princes, they are princesses, no matter the language they speak, as far as they are from the Benin Empire. When we are talking about breaking of kola nut, or this is from where, this is don't need to bow to this, they don't need to bow to that. These people, they are organizing. They have gone far, very, very far away. That's why I'm still calling on all the Edo nations or the Benin nations, the Robo nation, Ika nation, Kwale nation, Seluku, Onitsha, that we all come together to form one front. I'm inviting everyone, every child and every sons and daughters of the Benin Empire to join hands with this organization to move the Benin Empire forward, to let these people know before the creation of Nigeria, the Benin Empire was already existing as its own nation, as an independent nation. And if caught for today, that we will take our territory back, we will restore our dignities, and do everything that is needed for our people. This set of selfish politicians we are having from the South, they will smell shit when it comes to that period. We have been experiencing a lot of bad treatment from the Igbos, from the Yorubas, from the Hausa Fulanis, invading our lands, killing our people, and we kept quiet, keep quiet without doing anything. Instead, we go on social media to insult ourselves, ranting on social media, saying this slept with the other one slept with the other one. Is that the future you want for your children? We have to start asking all these questions, because this is not the Benin's I know. And we thought we are civilized. That has nothing to do with civilization. Have something to do with respect. If you disrespect yourself, people will disrespect you. We can see what is happening in social media. How people are insulting the Beninese or the Edo people, especially. Those who want to be with us can be with us. Those who doesn't want to be with us can leave. The number of this show is pasted on the screen. So anybody who wants to call in can call in, and we will answer your question if we can. Nigeria has been existing since 1960. Since 1960, we have went through military rules, civilian rules, military rules, and then again civilian rules. You can see the chaos in that country today. Everybody is blaming it on the president alone. The president doesn't have control of all these things. We, the citizens of Nigeria, we are supposed to be helping this president to build Nigeria. Because of selfishness, the Igbos, the Yorubas have decided, because they don't have power, the powers are not given to them, they have decided to start destroying Nigeria. Yes, if they want to do that, they can do that, but the Benin territory is untouchable. And we will make these people understand when the time comes, and the time has come to stand, take a stand, to tell them, stop. We were a nation before you came in. Before you even started speaking the language you are speaking today. We were already there. We were developed. We were having our government system, democratic government system. We have been there for a very long time before you came. Because most of you are saying you are from Saudi Arabia, and the rest are saying they are from Israel. But we have been here, and we continue to remain here. And we will never leave any of our territory to all these people. We will never allow our people to be slaves to anybody or to be a second-class citizen of any other country, as it is in Nigeria today. So marginalized that we doesn't even have a voice to say anything. So before I leave, I want to apologize for the technical issues that was going on. Normally, we used to come out together to do this show. Due to some reasons, he couldn't do anything today. Maybe because of network problem or issue with the phone. I don't know because I haven't talked to him. But I believe we are going to be coming back in full force to start talking to our people that life has changed. Life has started changing again in Nigeria because we don't know where Nigeria is going to, if there will be Nigeria tomorrow, next tomorrow, or in the future, nobody knows. That is why it's very, very important today we start with what we have in our ground. Because those people too, they are preparing heavily. When they go are shutting up and down, they are preparing heavily. If the election failed in Nigeria, then you will see what will happen in Nigeria then. We shouldn't allow our country to be a battleground for the Igbos, Yorubas, Hausas, and the Fulani, as it was in the Nigerian Civil War, Nigeria versus Biafra, because we were used as a battleground. So we need to wake up again, join forces together, make our nation great again, and let us raise our voice. We need our voice to be heard everywhere in the world. So this is why I'm here today. I'm appealing to every Benin sons and daughters, every Benin kings and queens, prince and princess. Please come to us, join hands with us, and make the Benin nation, the Benin Empire, a great land. We were called Great Benin because we were great, but we lost this greatness somewhere, and we need to find it and restore it. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate everyone. And we will welcome you with open arms to this organization, the Benin Empire Advancement League. The only criteria is, or there are some criteria you have to fulfill. One of them is respecting other people. With full respect, respecting each other, we can be able to build a nation. The second is you must be from the Benin Empire. But where you reside doesn't matter. You must be from the Benin Empire, whether you are a man or woman, king or queen, doesn't really matter. We will welcome you with open arms. So I will have to call it a day now. I hope I meet you soon again, coming out to broadcast. And I hope I meet you people again in good health and stay strong. Okay. Bye-bye.